Hello and welcome to Staying Up with Cammie and Taryn. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Taryn.
You're feeling crazy.
I'm feeling crazy. And every night, me and my wife have a sleepover, and every week we invite to join us. So thanks for staying up.
Join us.
We've had a super silly morning.
We had a really nice morning.
Whoa,
We're like
you
getting
made it sound sexier than it was.
Oh.
You're like, we had a really
No, it wasn't that nice. Goddamn.
We had a nice
No, I'm like, we had a really nice morning. Like, I just love when we have our little, you guys know I love a little routine. We got up, we walked the babies.
Mm-hmm.
It was just nice.
Yeah, and
I
then,
love that.
as some of you know, I'm obsessed with this DJ.
What's her name again?
So it looks like high vibe, but it's high vibe. It's HAIVAI space B, high vibe.
Wait, what? It just lost me.
Sorry.
Spell it.
HAIVAI space B.
High vibe. B.
Like Cardi, I mean, not
No,
Cardi B,
is
like,
there. The B is the B.
yeah, no. It's
Vibe.
like high vibe.
Vibe. Okay.
Regardless. Sure. I've talked about her so many times. I'm so deeply obsessed with her.
She's amazing.
But this morning I woke up with this dance move that she did stuck in my head, and I showed Cam
You did pretty well.
what I felt it looked like.
It was quite close.
Would you do it?
I don't know it. No, I will not be doing it. You do it. You show the people.
No, because it was just kind of like she's just like rocking her hips and then like smacking her chest.
I think you have it.
The reason Cammie really summed up why I love her so much. Take it
Did we
away.
not already talk about this?
I don't know.
Oh. Taryn likes a little like dancey hip movement, but it is quintessential for her to like it, for it to be a like down movement, not like a preppy like dee dee dee. It has to be like sexy, like sit in
Like-
the
like
hip. Yeah, she likes a little like hip sit, hip sit, hip sit.
I was
Oh my God.
saying
Couldn't say that.
that wasn't what I meant, but I appreciate that breakdown. I meant why I love her energy so much. Why we love her energy so much.
Oh, I was sharing why I loved it with you this morning. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of DJs are like performing.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like all of us when we are alone listening to music, vibing out, and we think we're like a little star for a moment.
Yeah.
But she's doing it like in the videos, there's people there. She's obviously filming. I feel like whether there were people there or not, filming or not, she'd be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
She's just vibey.
She's also like randomly really Christian, I think.
Really?
Isn't that shocking? Like,
Dang it.
I follow her. I don't know if she's Christian. I know that she is very like, glory to God.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been like Jesus yet.
Yeah.
And she's clearly not like against gay people and stuff. Like,
yeah.
you look around.
She's not one of those Christians.
She's not one of them spooky Halloween.
Maybe she's just doing it as a Halloween bit.
No, she's been doing the God thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think so many people, like, I don't think that they're actually religious, but they do the like glory to God before they talk. Like, you think it's their way of being like,
When has she said that?
yeah,
And so
do you
many
follow
people
her?
before they talk say glory to God.
I
I don't know. I don't think I know anyone
I
other
don't
than
mean
like
glory to God.
rappers.
I'm so
And
sorry.
being like on God.
I meant like when they are accepting an award. First of all, glory to God.
Because I think there are certain moments in your life. I think there are a lot of people who are not agnostic or atheists, but they're not super prescribed to
Cringy.
one religion.
Yeah.
But they're like, I believe in God. And I don't know what that means, but I like,
Something's up.
they're like almost agnostic where they believe in something bigger, but they don't know what, but they're like, I'm just going to go with this one because this is what I know.
Yeah.
So in big pivotal moments in their life, such as receiving
Such
a
as
Grammy.
before you speak at any time.
yeah, before you ever open your mouth, just a little glory to God.
I did want to tell you something, but first of all, glory to God.
Thanks.
What if we did that the whole fucking show?
Never.
You
You would? I could see you committing to a bit long enough and enjoying it.
For those watching on video, do you like my haircut? I
Do
hope
you like my haircut?
I hope that somewhere in the
Oh my
world somebody
God.
just went,
You remind yeah,
I do too.
You reminded me of the conversation we had at that event last weekend where me and the one girl related it to like a little kid coming up to you at a pool and being like, watch this. Do you like this dive? My parents are divorced. You like my haircut?
Guys, we had the funniest weekend and we're going to tell you about it. But first, we're going to tell you about our PP of the weekies.
Wait. Together. PP of the week.
Yeah. On God. Go to God. Okay, for the first time ever, we have not one,
But two.
not three, but two.
Not 12, not 8, not
Keep
4,
going. Say every number, I dare you.
not 7, not all the numbers I know.
2. We have 2.
We
have
got
2
two.
PP of the weekies. If you remember,
We got one P and we got another P.
together they make
A P.
whoa. This is going to be a funny uppy.
You are feeling really wild today.
Okay.
I guess your period isn't bringing you down today.
It was bringing me down for like an hour.
I was like
yesterday.
severely depressed for a week and I'm on like my last day of my period, so I'm alive again.
I'm
Taryn had like 3 hours where she felt miserable and now she's like kooka dooka.
Well, it hasn't even started. I still have 2 days.
I know, but it's pre.
Shall I swing my
It's called
way?
PM, not PMS,
It's
not
called PP.
current MS.
Whoa. Okay. So if you remember last week, we said for this PP of the weekie, we will be sending them a one and only. We're only making it once edition of our wedding hat, which means this was never meant to see non-wedding guests.
Anyone out of our wedding. Yeah.
But we have extra because I panic ordered way more than I needed.
That's all right.
And you know, I said we will give you this hat. I will send it to you. I will kiss it myself, then send it. It's all the way. Will you kiss it too?
I'm gonna lick it.
How cute would it be for them to
Give it.
know that we made out with their hat before they put it right on their head?
And if you want, you can make out with it too. And then it's like we made out.
Sure. But I said I would send it to you if you left a review on Apple Podcast and DM'd us that you did. 2 of you did that. Well, many of you did that, but 2 of you
Only 2 of you did
Did
that.
it
That's
in-
why there are 2 PPs of the week.
2 of you did it in a way that I will never forget.
Yeah, and that we would like to reward. The rest of you, step it up.
No, the rest of you also did great, but we can't give out all the hats. And I also don't think you were very excited about me wanting to give out the hats.
I'm
Did I?
stoked about it.
Okay, great. I couldn't tell.
Honey, one, I love getting rid of stuff.
Okay.
They're just stored in our garage right now. I would like to do 20 giveaways.
Okay, what's 2?
Huh?
You said 1, I love to declutter.
Oh, 2, I'm just excited to give them a hat.
Okay, great. Okay, cool.
No, I was against when you brought up the idea of selling them.
That's what it is.
That's where I was like, absolutely not.
My girl sees dollars.
Your girl does not see dollars.
No, I'm my girl.
Oh, you're your girl.
I was poking
I'm
my
not
own
your
head.
girl. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
First PP of the weekie is Sydney. She DM'd
Sweeney?
and said, Sydney Sweeney just left y'all a review. It's a poem, no big deal, and I look great in hats.
A poem.
This is the poem. I've listened since the beginning, but I wanted. Should I do it in an Irish accent? Okay. I've listened since the beginning, but I wanted to wait to leave a review. You see, at the start, the volume was not quite equal for the 2. I had to be sure. I love that she slipped feedback in here.
Yeah.
I had to be sure to give 5 out of 5, so I waited until I could hear both while I drive. When I heard about the baseball hat, I knew it was my time. The audio lately has been just fine. Better
Just
than fine,
Oh.
might I say. Hearing these 2 always brightens my day. I recently lost who I thought was the Cammy to my Taryn. The tears often fall down to my chin. Oh my God. This took a sad turn.
Yeah.
But I love these 2 and their chats so much because whenever I'm sad, this podcast comes in clutch. I can always count on them to make me giggle while I'm on the treadmill working off my jiggle. I really feel like we could be friends. I hope this podcast never ends.
Sydney.
Snaps for Sid.
That was amazing. I do love the feedback because you are correct. The audio wasn't there. But I also think that there's more reason you didn't leave a review just yet. One, I appreciate you not leaving a negative review and waiting until you could leave a good one. But I think you're smart. And I think you knew at one point
we'd be
everyone was
busking.
leaving reviews. It was just starting. And I think you were smart and knew like they're going to notice me more when they really need it. And you were right.
So
and it paid
Sydney,
off.
when you hear this, DM me. Give me your Addy.
We're sending you a hat,
We're sending
baby.
you a kissy hat. Second reviewer is Marlena.
Hi, Marlena.
The title is What More Could I Ask For?
Oh,
I know, I'm already touched. Okay. Taryn and Cammy, or Camden. I feel like a true buddy if I can call you that, not just a follower.
you may.
I have been listening to your podcast since the first episode, and I cannot tell you how much joy it brings to me. As someone who has struggled in relationships, both due to my own history and partner incompatibility, we love the ownership. It has been beautiful to watch and learn from you two about healthy dynamics, tough conversations, and an example of a truly positive relationship. I have listened to every episode thus far and will listen to every single one that comes out in the future. Thank you for bringing light to my days. I'm so grateful. Sending all the love. Please give the dogs a smooch for me. We're going to make the dogs smooch our hat, Marlena.
Yeah, you might even get a little Frankie slobber and some Riggy hair on there if you're really lucky. Well, you'll definitely have Riggy hair. There's just no way around that. But
Thank you. That was a love review. You know who I sound like? The girl on Love is Blind who is Puerto Rican.
oh my God, yeah.
But she always...
You did just sound like her.
did. She's like... She specifically always... obviously, she has an accent. She's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but to me, I'm not well versed in like exactly what a Puerto Rican accent sounds like. But to me, it didn't sound Puerto Rican.
She just... whenever she specifically says Puerto Rico...
Yeah.
It's not what I thought.
It's like blended. It's like...
She's like Puerto Rico. Like that.
Yeah, it's like she cuts off the end of the words or mumbles the end. And Puerto Rico is like very... There's no like enunciating. It's really interesting.
If they wouldn't
just sound like her.
If they wouldn't have told us that
she
was from Puerto Rico, I wouldn't have no idea where she was from.
No, I'd be like, what is that accent? I've never heard it.
Because the guy, when he proposes, is like, will you be my Puerto Rican wife? And she goes, yes, I will be your Puerto Rican wife.
Yeah, it's like you can't you can't hear what she's saying.
You can't hear what she's saying.
Yeah. I also, I'm not going to get on a Love is Blind tangent because it was crazy. But I will say, I really didn't like how often he made fun of her English.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
Her English is amazing.
But I'm also like, okay, then speak to her in Spanish.
100%.
If you're going to criticize... And she's so smart
I know.
that I'm like, okay, maybe if it wasn't the exact phrasing or word, like... some words that she used, the amount that he made fun of her, I was like, oh, she probably like learned English recently then, and like he knows something that I don't know that they didn't air, and like it's a joke. But like she uses large words, she doesn't shy away from it, which I think is so commendable. But he makes fun of her for it so much, and it pisses me off. And like she doesn't seem to mind, so I'm trying not to mind. But I'm like, y'all are never gonna last. He's rude to you.
No, but his whole thing is that he loves how smart she is. I'm like, well, then commend her for the hardest thing that you clearly don't know is like knowing a whole ass another language, being fluent enough to speak it on a show and in a relationship and in your life.
While you're getting ridiculed for it left, right, and center.
To be fair, I was not ridiculing her. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying you are.
Okay. I just will never forget how she said literally Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple words where she
just mumbles.
Drops off and mumbles it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a mumble, though. I don't know how to explain it.
Today, we were going to talk about health anxiety, right?
We are going to. A lot of you often ask Taryn to share more details. We talk about it frequently on here, but we've never really done a run through when it started, what it's like for you, how it's for me as a partner to try to navigate that. And we will be doing that for you
Maybe next epi.
Yeah. But the world is really heavy right now. We know a lot of you are hurting right now. Mm-hmm. We're hurting right now. And we've also received a lot of messages thanking us for the podcast as a little break from when life gets heavy, the world gets heavy, whatever it may be. So we didn't want to add another heavy topic if it is intense for you, if you struggle with health anxiety, if you're with somebody who has health anxiety. We wanted to have just kind of a lighter, fun, silly episode for you guys if you're needing that reprieve right now. So we will be doing that, but let's just hold off a little bit. It's just maybe not the right timing. So we're just going to have a fun little goofy time.
We're just being silly gals. We again forgot to figure out how long we were recording. So here we go.
I can tell you. Hold on.
Oh, please do.
It's been almost 15 minutes.
Okay, great. I don't know what that's going to mean for me.
Well, you can check what time it is. And then...
It's 9:52. Okay. I have a fun little game that I'm going to play with Cam at the end of this. But first, we
I'm
just
stoked
had
for the game.
such a weekend, and we thought, let's just chat it out. Because I feel like
Yeah.
at the end of every night, you and I are talk about the day.
I love a little in-bed debrief.
Same.
I'd love y'all's feedback if this would be fun for you guys. But I would love to just kind of like leave some recording devices upstairs, or even if we just use our phone and record a little debrief. I fear we might get a little too honest.
But after a day or after what?
Just after like a night out, after a hang, after something.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing better than getting in bed with your partner and gossiping. Whether you like hung out with a group of people and you're debriefing who you liked and didn't like if someone said something out of pocket, or if you're just like, oh, today was really nice, or what. I love our little actual in-bed debriefs.
I do think if we ever launch a Patreon, that would be something we should post there, because it's not like worth a full epi, but like
well, and I want it to be a little secretive because like I said, I fear
who knows what we'll say.
I fear we'll be a little too honest.
Okay,
because there's sometimes when we say something bad and we're like, oh my god.
Fuck. True. Which I feel like we shouldn't put that out regardless.
Yeah.
But maybe we
can like
will
bleep out people's name. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
But I think that's what this podcast is to people who listen too, is like we're debriefing on things. It's just less
I don't know. Our bedtime debrief is just so fun. Yeah. So
okay, this weekend we went to Futch on Friday.
Oh,
it was so fun.
I love Futch.
I love Futch.
We've told the peepees before, if you're in the area, 100% go. But
even if you're not in the area, come into the area.
Oh yeah. Go. Oh, not most people, but we always meet someone there who's like not from the area,
who traveled literally,
which is really fun.
Yeah, Futch is a party ran by our friends Amy Ordman and Jess Paniton, and Jess is the DJ, Amy is the host, and it is so fun and silly, and
it's just always a vibe. We always meet fun people.
Yeah,
we always dance. Like I don't know. It's always good. It's always fun.
And we met many peepees, people that approached us and said, "I'm a peepee," which is I cannot express the way that sentence does what it does in me.
Yeah.
What is that? I'm like,
because it just feels like a little secret club.
It's a secret code.
It's
That's
how
what
I think I would feel if we had merch and we were out and we're like at a grocery store or something, or like walking down the street and we just see someone with it. It's like,
that's how I feel when I see people with like Dumois stuff. Yeah.
It just like, I don't know. It feels like a little secret club that obviously we put this out here. Anyone can listen to the podcast, but
not everyone does.
Exactly.
And we have proof.
Exactly. We have the numbers to prove
We have the numbers. Why aren't you listening?
But I don't know. It's just so special. It feels like if it's so special when someone comes up and they're like, oh, I follow you, or I used to watch your YouTube or whatever, but it's so specific. Yeah. It's like I consume this very niche content that you put out.
It's also
just so funny.
Such an embarrassing thing to say out loud. I think that it is like, it really solidifies the
One girl said it to me so loud. She's like, Cammy, I'm a pee-pee. And I was like, yes, you are. Yes, you are a pillow princess. Yelling it in a bar full of people.
I'm obsessed too that like pee-pee means ween to so many people. And it's like mostly, not all, but like
no matter what,
mostly
you think
women,
it
which
means,
is even
weird.
funnier that are saying it. I don't know. It's very silly. But
you're either talking about a penis or calling yourself a pillow princess.
It's perfect.
It's amazing.
But I wanted to share something. So I'm chatting to this girl for a long time. And at some point she's like, your wife went to the bathroom forever ago. I was like, oh my God, the line is so long.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk about it. I was gone for like an hour, I think.
You were gone for so long. And when you were gone, we recorded a voice memo because she was telling me that when she came by herself, and she's like, do you know how embarrassing it is to go somewhere by yourself?
Yeah, I never do it.
I've never done it.
It's so cool when people do it.
She was so proud of herself, and so we recorded a voice memo.
Should be.
Let me pull it up.
Oh, that's just a skill that I'm so envious in people. You're instantly cool if you're just at like a bar or a restaurant eating, having a drink alone, like reading a book, whatever. I'm like, you're so confident and comfy with yourself.
Well, no, yes, sorry. Whoa.
Well, you're wrong.
No, sorry. Totally. I didn't mean that. I meant, I agree.
No, you don't. It's okay.
No, I do. But I think that there are certain places that it's even weirder to not weirder. Wow, I'm losing the plot. There are certain places where it like breeds more confidence. Like I will go to dinner by myself and read,
Of course,
but I don't feel
can't-
like.
But for me personally,
Okay.
Miss Well Know, I can't even do that.
Totally.
Like I
Okay.
won't even do that.
Okay.
I can't even imagine going to a bar or like futch, a big event where there's like 100% queer people there.
Yeah,
People know each other. That level of confidence, I can't even wrap my brain around.
totally.
So I'm just focusing on like the minute. I think it's cool when people are even just at restaurants. I think it's cool when you do that.
I'm sorry I said it well. No,
That's okay.
and you're totally right. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my voice memo. It's so funny.
Okay, folks, hello. We're out at Futch in LA. I'm chatting with a
I'm drunk.
BB that I just feel
Clearly.
too lucky to be chatting with. She comes up here. She's talking about being in line at an event like this where she doesn't know people. And this is what she just described to me.
Okay, hi peepees.
Yes.
First of all, I am one with you.
Yes.
I am you. We are one. Okay.
I wish you guys could see her moving her hand. It's like spellbounding.
It's
I don't know how.
disgusting.
No, it's
It's a
cute.
little
It's
bit
cute. It's cute.
disgusting.
I don't know how to
Okay.
describe it, but it's cute.
Okay, now listen to this, peepees. Let this be your frickin' sign to God or whoever. Okay, listen. So it's like you're standing in line. You're completely alone. You're thinking everyone's looking at you, being like, "Who is this loser extraordinaire at hotmail.com?" Hey, guess what? No one's thinking that. Me, I'm looking at someone in line who's alone, and I'm thinking, oh, they know the bouncer. They know the girl running the event. They're dating the DJ. I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt.
We all be doing this.
Except myself. Me, I'm thinking I'm a loser, and everyone else is cooler, better, harder, better, faster, stronger. No, enough of that. Enough of that, peepees. Is it even recording?
Yes,
I
it
thought
is.
it cut me off. I thought it was like,
No,
I thought it was like,
I'm so annoying. I don't know what's wrong with me.
no, Taryn, this is me too unhinged.
Go on. Go.
Yeah, no, but you give everyone else the benefit of the doubt except for yourself. So, girlies,
So
believe in yourself. Me, 3 minutes into this venue tonight, I talked to Cammie. Me, recording a voice note with Taryn. It is possible. Like, just give yourself the benefit of the goddamn doubt, because if you aren't, who will? You know? Right? That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? Bubby, you was wasted.
I was wasted apparently. I remember that whole
I always know
conversation.
you're wasted because you swear a lot more.
Oh, that's such.
You were like, yes, bitch, yeah, then fuck it up. I'm like, oh
oh my god, that's kind of icky, isn't it?
my God. No, what?
I icked myself out listening to that.
No one likes to hear themselves recorded back, but especially not drunk.
When you're drunk, oh my god,
But I think we're losing the plot a little bit here.
I'm like having an existential crisis.
Wait, what was her name again?
I don't remember.
Didn't she just say it in there? Did she just say Phoebe?
No, I'm a PB.
No, different part.
I don't remember.
Shit. Come on, baby. Come on,
we
baby.
posted a picture with her. What was her name? That's so stupid of me.
You're being really mean to yourself right now. I need you to
Apparently,
cut
my
it out.
sillies from the beginning have dropped, and now I'm
Could you
getting
listen
into
to yourself
mean
drunk
period
at a
mode.
bar.
Yeah.
That was so inspirational. It was reminiscent of there once was a rat with a dream
There was.
to be a chef.
Okay, archived maybe?
That
the
is
story.
just so true. Like, we are all so much more worried about ourselves than anyone else is. Like, I really love that idea of
Justine.
Justine.
Yes? That wasn't close to my you said Phoebe. Maybe
Well,
that's
I
why
thought
I'm
I heard her,
confused.
but it must have been PB.
Okay.
I love that Justine was saying, like, I'm giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming they're dating the DJ. They know the bouncer, whatever it may be. But even beyond that, most people aren't even noticing you're alone at all.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's wrapped up in their own shit. And if
People
they are
everywhere,
clocking,
too.
if they are clocking that you're alone, it's probably because they're alone and they're like, should we join forces? Should we buddy up? It's like,
Betty?
what?
What'd you say?
Buddy up. I
Oh,
bet I had a
buddy. You said Betty.
Excuse me.
But I prefer Betty up.
Betty
Should we
up.
Betty up.
Betty up, baby.
It's like giddy up.
Yeah, but like join up with another girl.
Yeah. Oh.
Betty,
Should we scissor?
Hi, I see you're alone.
Should
we scissor?
Hi, did you come to this event alone? God, do you want a scissor?
When you put two knives together, you get a scissor.
Ooh.
Let's scissor. Scissor?
Ow, paper cut. So dumb. Okay. So that was Friday. We did futchy and it was so much fun.
So much fun.
We then we're hungover all day Saturday. Cammy was.
Oh my God. Something's wrong with me. I can't drink anymore. And it's
Yeah.
really sad because I know, and I wasn't even drunk. I was like tipsy. If I'm even tipsy,
I think you were kind of
I'm-
drunk, honey.
I wouldn't say that I was.
We Taco Bell'd at the
That-
end. I feel like that's
I
always
was
a
just
sign.
hungry. No.
All right.
I personally would not say that I was drunk that evening.
Okay.
I have a really hard time feeling awful the next day, even if I'm like tipsy at all. I knew whenever I was like, oh, I'm having fun, and I like was having my last beer, I was like, I feel tipsy. I'm gonna be so sick tomorrow, and this sucks. What is wrong with me?
But we had signed up for this dinner that
I was also severely depressed last week, so that wasn't helping too.
that wasn't helping. But we'd signed up for this dinner that I don't even know how to describe it. Like
It's
these
Do you
people.
want to just like explain the concept?
That's a great idea. That's an incredible idea. I was thinking about something else, which was that the friend who invited us to this dinner is someone we met once at a birthday party. We found ourselves in the corner talking to her and her husband. She's so cool. He's so cool. They're both so great.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Lauren Cortizo and Gabe Gibbs. You might have seen Gabe Gibbs on like your TikTok. He's like always doing funny songs and stuff. He's funny. And Lauren worked at Instagram for a long time and is now Netflix. Shit. And is now doing like nonprofit stuff.
Yeah, they're dope.
So she organizes events that are very geared towards like kind of like be off your phone, let's hang out.
Yeah,
she
slow it down.
Yeah.
Meet people, chat.
They started this new event series called Waste Time, it was just this dinner that you had to RSVP to. And
Do you remember the quote that she used that they have to like explain the concept?
it was no.
Mm.
But it was
That's good.
sorry, now I'm burping.
What is happening? Our coffee's making us burp.
I think our coffee machine is literally petering out on
I
us.
don't even talk about it. I'll cry.
But the dinner was like, the point is people need to waste more time. They're happier when they waste time. They're less stressed when they waste time. And like that a lot of
It's like the act of productivity is the death of socializing.
something like
It's
that.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
Where it's like we are all constantly trying to just go, strive for the being better, doing more. It's like you have to constantly be moving and doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also feel like when we do have downtime, it's in the home. Like we don't often go to that like third place. It's like home or work.
Yeah.
So you're not having these like communities to build and be around each other and
Yeah.
meet new people and form connections, especially as adults. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
So there's this incredible chef that made this like dinner, this like 3-course dinner that was based all on like water, which
Different forms of water.
different forms of water. And then you're sat next to people really that you don't know. They give you question cards and you get to
Yeah,
like,
we didn't know anyone else there going in.
and we barely
besides
know
them.
Lauren and Gabe.
Yeah.
Like like I said, we literally talked to them that one time. Obviously they were busy like running the event and trying to make it perfect. There was like 40 people there. So it was a lot, but the dinner was so cool and our table was so special. Can you describe our group?
No. How? I don't even know. It was like, that's what was so special about this event, that it was just like random people from little pockets of their life, whether
Yeah.
they worked with them in the past or met them for an hour at a friend's birthday. And then we're all thrown together. And it might be people that you would naturally gravitate towards.
Yeah.
It might be people that you would never talk to. Like there was us. There was this older woman. We're not sure her age.
We think like 70. She
Yeah.
was like, but
I was so thrown. I said
Looks
like 50
50.
because she looks incredible. She wakes up. Okay, this is just a side note. She goes to bed at like 8:30, wakes up at 2:30, works out, goes back to bed for a couple hours, which is just mind
her
blowing.
husband is a trainer to the stars.
Yeah. So she's so dope. There's these two girls who are like really good friends, have known
Like
each other for a
lifelong
while.
besties.
Yeah, and I think they like grew up in the same town and all that. We like instantly vibed with them. They were so sweet.
We're hanging out with them next weekend.
Yeah. Then there's this guy next to me, and he
Ernest.
is hungover because he was just watching college football all day. So he's like coming to the event. He took a nap after watching college football. He's by himself, and he is just so fucking funny. And it was just, it was just so fun. And there's these prompts that you can use to start conversation. And we just, I don't know, we just talked about the most random stuff. Like, we got to know each other in such a cool way.
Yeah.
It was just so special. And it's something that we never take time to do. And
Yeah.
I was incredibly anxious. I get really anxious when I'm hungover, and I just had a rough week and was feeling like depressed and anxious. And that is the last environment I want to go into when I'm feeling that way. Like meeting people, wanting them to like me, trying to be on when I'm feeling so not good. But I did not want to cancel. Like I knew it was going to be a smaller, intimate thing. They were trying to keep it small to make sure that like everyone could actually converse with one another. And it was so special. And it really like took me out of that place for a couple hours. And it was so I don't even know. I can't even describe it. It was so amazing.
We all got in a group chat after, which was hilarious. Not all 40, but just our little table.
There's like 3 group chats from them. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know. We met so many people. But one thing that I thought was really cool is they gave 3 writers a prompt and like about wasting time and what it means to you or something like that. And before every course, one writer would get up and talk. We talked to this incredible person for so long that is a USC student. She's so cool. And one of the writers. And then the 3rd writer got up and had us all do this exercise, talking about wasting time, all this stuff. Look at the person across from you. Me, I had the 70-year-old lady, which was perfect. You had, I can't remember her name.
I know I'm blanking
but
right now.
Girl that works at
I've learned
Netflix.
too many people's names this week.
Yeah, Netflix girl.
Robin,
yes. And the girl made us close our eyes, picture ourselves when we were 4 years old, what you looked like, your feet dangling off the chair, the whole thing. Then open your eyes and picture the person across from you the same way. Them as a 4-year-old asking if you can be their friend. And me and this lady had the most lovely.
it was so special. I like kept looking at you guys.
Oh my God. Like to look so deeply in someone's eyes that you've never looked at before was so wild. And to be picturing them in such a vulnerable little whatever. We got up, we were hugging each other. She's like, that was so, I feel so honored to have shared that with you.
That was so cute.
It was so cute.
And then I'm across from Robin, Scorpio, stone cold bitch.
Yeah.
And we had already joked about how I cry all the time, like whether I'm laughing or I'm sad or whatever. I'm always crying. And
This was so funny.
and we like open our eyes and we're like, oh, and like everyone's being quiet. We're not like saying stuff to each other. And she looks at me and she's like, are you going to cry? And I'm like, yes. And I start crying.
It was so funny.
I wasn't going to cry until she said it. I was fine. But it was just so funny. Like the fact that we got to that level so quickly where I'm literally can call her a stone cold bitch and she can be like, what, are you going to cry?
Right.
Like, I'm like, how are we instantly lifelong friends?
I know, like, how could that have happened so quickly? And
It was so
the answer
special.
is we wasted time together,
Yeah.
which is so cool. So anyway, that was Saturday.
I did, people who have been along for a long time and remember me trying to explain to Taryn my concept of
my God.
you cannot waste time because
like,
you can't
crazy theory.
spend something that you don't have yet. You're only gaining time. If you know, you know. I did attempt to share that theory with several people.
This was, as you can imagine, a perfect arena for her to shop this theory around.
It was early on in the evening. So some people seemed to get it, but I don't know if they were just still like trying to be nice. But it did become an ongoing joke. So I don't know if anyone got it, but
It was amazing.
it was.
Yeah, so it's called Waste Time Dinners. I hope they keep doing them for a
I
long,
know.
long time.
Oh, it's so special.
It was great. And
I'm
all the
ready to play your
money,
game.
same, but also all the money that we pay for the dinner, it was like
Yeah.
$95 or
Yeah.
something a person, goes to, it didn't specify, but it says like a cause.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it went to put it on because it was like clearly they spent a lot of money.
Maybe the
doing
first
it.
one, but I know,
Mm.
yeah, maybe in the future they explain what it was, but it was like a cause that benefits something, but I don't remember what.
A cause that benefits something. You heard it
I
here.
think it's
first,
pro-abortion.
folks.
Just kidding. Dude, that shit funny. Okay, here's my fun game for you. I saw this TikTok where people made up phrases
Yeah.
that they think should exist,
Mhm.
like phrases, idioms, like things
This is
that
just
whatever.
so up your alley.
And so I wanted to make some,
Yeah.
and I want you to tell me what you think that they mean.
I would be honored.
Some are really obvious. Some are really not.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Jon Snow is 5'7". What do you think that means?
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by the fact that you told me you did this while you were like driving home from the dentist, and you were just, I can just imagine you in the car. Like, I don't even know how you get to Jon Snow is 5'7". Okay. So I would say, okay, I did not finish watching Game of Thrones, so I could be totally off base here, but I do know that Jon Snow is a main character in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's quite powerful.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though he's only 5'7", and look what he's able to do.
Correct.
Yeah?
Ding, ding, ding.
Woo!
Okay. Next is...
Okay, wait. This is so fun. Only
Next-
you could think of shit like
Next
this.
is even almonds have variety. Or there are 40 kinds of almonds.
So almonds are typically, you think bland. They're not very exciting in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But even like the basic boring almond, even that, there's 40 different kinds. So even something that is seemingly not exciting.
Yeah.
Even almonds are
Even
whatever.
almonds. I meant it to mean less like that's romantic and that there are so many types of almonds and that's a good thing. It was like if like there's so many flavors of something boring
Yeah.
where it's like it might not be for you.
Yeah.
There's like so many ways
like
that it can be not for
dating
you.
this really boring guy.
Exactly.
And like, but she's like, oh yeah, but he's really interested in like, oh, but
And
he
it's-
plays the guitar, and it's like
there's
even
40
fucking-
kinds of
there's even 40
almonds.
kinds of almonds. Like he's still fucking boring, sis.
Okay, yes. Okay. Next, all checks, no rye cracker. All checks, no rye cracker.
It's like it's reminiscent of life is like a box of chocolates,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like the negative side. It's like you're dealt the cards you're dealt.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you pick up a bag of checks. You don't know if there's going to be rye in it.
Yeah.
And of course we all want rye. If you don't, you're weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was a bag. It was, you know what? This is what you were dealt. You were dealt all the mediocre stuff, none of the great stuff. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it depends on the scenario.
I think it's like getting a package that you expect to be one way and it's not. It's like the promise wasn't
package?
there. Like getting a something, a person, a job offer, a whatever.
Again,
that
you're dating
think-
somebody.
You think you know what you're going to expect and then it's missing the thing you wanted most.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
A giraffe on
Oh,
Like she's
Okay.
a giraffe on stilts right now.
it's like unnecessary. You're already you're already tall.
You're begging for attention.
Yeah.
Energy.
Like, listen, you're already like the loudest one in the room. You're energetic. Like, you don't also need to do this.
yeah.
Don't
Okay.
be a giraffe on stilts, son.
As real as the earth is flat.
It's fake. It's like not like someone's lying to you and you're like, you're being fucking as real as the earth is flat right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
This
Okay.
is great.
Wait,
Am I getting ones that you thought would be hard?
I have some that I don't even know the
No,
answer
I'm
to,
not
but I
getting the
have.
ones that-
No, sorry, you're getting all of them. Cement was once wet.
I think this could be applicable for a lot of things.
I know it's a good one.
Yeah, so it's like things can change. Things are not always as they seem. Give it time. Let it rest. Like I really think you could use this in a lot of different
I think
scenarios.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even like your little kids, like, I'm never gonna be good at soccer. Like I can't even kick the ball straight. And it's like, so I was on sweat. Or like, yeah, when you think something's not gonna change, it's kind of like, just give it time.
Yep.
Just give it time.
Yep. And like things aren't always what they seem too. Like
Yeah.
you look at a thing and it can seem so strong or so whatever.
My friend would never do that. They're the most honest person ever. Well, cement was wet once, so
Yeah.
things can deceive you.
These are good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm really proud
Your
of them.
brain is incredible.
Okay, next. Similar, but I think has some different meanings. Bricks
Oh.
become walls.
I thought that was a thing. I was like very focused.
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Okay. Bricks become walls. It's like the what's the saying? It's like the whole is the sum of its parts kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like every little thing matters. Like, okay, the kid analogy again. It's like, Mom, why do I need to do a cartwheel? I already have that down. Like my coach won't let me do a backflip yet. And it's like bricks become walls. Like you gotta lay the foundation first. Like
You saying them as like we're talking to a kid is so fun.
I'm only thinking of talking to a kid or telling my straight friend
About
to
their
dump
dating.
his ass.
I
It's
know.
like I can't even think of it as like girls because they're perfect already.
I think the negative connotation to it. That was my positive connotation.
Yeah.
The negative connotation is like,
Wait. Let me think.
yeah,
Let me think how it could be negative.
like someone does something and you're like, bricks become walls.
Yeah, it's like this does matter. Like, I was only mean to them one time. Well, bricks become walls. So it's like
Yeah.
if you continue to do that behavior, you'll be a house before you know it.
It's like a brick on its own is a thing. One shitty thing someone does to you is just a brick.
Yes.
Two
And that's
shitty
okay.
things.
That's okay.
3 shitty things. Brick.
Yeah, don't build a wall.
Person be shitty.
Yep.
Okay, a couple more.
I never want this to end. I'm having so much fun.
This one I don't even know what I think it means, but I think it should be a saying.
Okay.
That's why cars have bumpers.
So you hit a curb and it only hits the bumper. No, I'm just kidding. That's why cars have bumpers. Mistakes are gonna happen.
Yeah, it's about little mistakes.
It's almost like that's why we have insurance. It's like sorry, I have a tickle in my throat and I cannot stop coughing. That's so annoying. Tickle. Yeah, it's like of course you don't want to hit anything in your car. That's never the goal. But we all know it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or they wouldn't put a bumper on a car. It happens more often than it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that people who create cars are putting this little part on the car to protect everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can just replace a bumper. You don't have to like change the body of the car, get in and fix the engine. So if like your kid is so upset, they messed up. Well, baby, that's what cars have bumpers. Like that, we expect that to happen in life.
Yep.
It's all part of the process. You didn't mess up anything big.
You didn't get
You
a
made
wreck.
a little mistake.
You didn't get in a wreck.
Yeah, you didn't hurt anybody. You're not hurt, and your car's not even hurt. It is so, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
It's not affecting the thing.
the facade was messed up.
It's like your
It's
shield,
not-
a little shield.
Yeah, it's like that's why that's there.
I love these. Okay,
They
couple
like
more.
they failed like a practice test or something. It's like that, or like they failed a test, and it's like it's the whole class. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
what happened on one test. You'll get a next time.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do birds have fins?
The acting now. Do birds have fins? Wait, is this one that you know or don't know? You just think it should be a
I
saying?
feel I know.
Do birds have fins? Maybe that like it's all perspective. I'm really unsure on this one because I'm like, are you thinking that like a feather kind of looks like a fin? It's either like it's perspective just because birds are land creatures and not sea creatures. We don't call their wings fins, but that feels weird because it's like they're not really comparable.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just like no, you're not meant for this. You don't have, that makes more sense. Yeah.
That's what it is.
You don't, yeah. I was like, it's not a fin. Yeah. It's like, it's not your lane.
Yes.
It's okay. Like, be happy.
Birds
for
are not
the
meant to
fish.
be like swimming.
Yeah. And and they swim on a surf, like adapt, do your thing.
Yeah.
But you don't have a fin.
Yeah.
That's not your lane, and that's okay. That doesn't make you lesser than. Don't compare.
Then again, rats can cook, so I don't know. Okay, a couple more. Dobermans rarely bite.
Like, don't judge a book by its cover. They get a bad name. But then the idea of rarely is like, but you just never know.
Similar vein, even wolves have nightmares.
Oh, that is sweet.
I know, cute, huh?
Yeah, even the monsters are scared of something.
Okay, a couple more. That's why sugar tastes good.
That's why sugar tastes
Not
good.
that's why. Sugar tastes good.
Everyone likes something that's sweet. Be sweet.
No, not in my mind, but I like that as well.
Sugar tastes good. Sugar tastes good. Sugar tastes good.
If you're
See?
like,
sugar tastes good.
you're like that. I mean, sugar tastes good. That's
I don't know.
sugar is bad for you.
See, we talked about this.
What?
That sugar's not bad for you.
Excess
You know?
sugar is bad for you. Is what
Taryn
would
and
say.
I, sidebar, had a conversation where we're like, we want to make sure with our kids that we never tell them that eating something is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's really important to both of us to not like create this like negative talk around food. It's like building healthy habits, but not being like, oh, I can't have that. I can't do this. So that really threw me off with that. But yeah,
I know, but it's
like,
basically like it's like a bad boy
Yeah.
situation where you're like,
everyone has fun on heroin.
yeah, that it's a great one.
Like, you know what I mean though? Like,
I have two
bad
more.
does feel good. I get
Yes.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Books long to be read.
Books long to be read. Books long to be read. It's like that's their purpose. So like everyone is like striving to have whatever their purpose is, like to fulfill that.
That's nice.
What was your thought?
Mine is my
Books long
thought.
to be read.
I like your thought though.
Thank you.
My thought is that like people want to tell their story.
Yeah.
Like stories are dying to be told.
okay.
Whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
when people are at a bar and they're just like, let me tell you about my weekend. It's like,
oh, books long to be read.
books long to be read. It's not even a bad thing. It's just sweet. It's just like a
Yeah.
true thing.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay, last one.
Mm-hmm.
Every beloved song has rhythm.
Every beloved song has rhythm. That's questionable, but
Do you know any songs with that rhythm that you love?
I'm just
Like
sure
that's just
that
like
there's
chaotic noises.
Could you not just say that every song has rhythm then? Every beloved song has a rhythm. Like, I don't know. Every beloved song has a rhythm. I was thinking of like if Dumbledore said it.
Another way would be like all of your favorite songs have rhythm.
Like, it's gotta make sense. I don't know.
I was thinking about how like people thrive off of routine and how like lots of people think that they don't.
Yeah.
That they're like, I don't like routine.
Yeah. So the rhythm is representing the routine.
The rhythm represents routine, and the fact that like if you listen to a song that had no like repeat beats,
Yeah.
it would be
wouldn't like
really
it.
chaotic and you would never like find your groove. And so like it's basically like people like music has rhythm, people like rhythm.
Got it. Yeah. What was your process like writing these? Did we just think of sayings first and find meaning to them? Did we think of a meaning and then try to find the words to describe it?
I was mostly just like looking around, and then I would see something. Like I have like even off-road vehicles have mud flaps because like I was driving through a semi-truck and there was like whatever, and I think it's cute that like even a big ass semi-truck has like little things that try to like make it not messy. I don't know what that means, but I just think it's cute.
I think the mud flaps on a big truck are so they don't fly at the car behind them.
Right, not make it messy for other people.
Oh yeah.
I just think
I like
that's
that.
a cute small thing.
That's cute.
That even like that car is like thinking of other people. Not like it is, but
Dude, you're cute, man.
But I was just like looking around,
Yeah.
and then like I would think of something. A lot of it's animals, like,
Yeah, naturally.
and then I
the
started.
Doberman one
I know.
had to be one.
And then I started thinking about like just life themes.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you say sayings, it's like generally like could have seen that coming, like that kind of energy, or like obviously, or
I can't think of a single one. Every chair has 4 legs.
stuff like that. That's good.
I don't know what it means, but
That's okay.
you're sitting on a chair.
Yeah. Balance.
Yeah.
But also not every chair has 4 legs. But that's okay.
I guess it has 3, huh?
Not every chair has 4 legs.
Yeah, but they mostly do. Maybe that's not.
But then I have dumb shit like when clouds fall.
What?
Like never seen a cloud fall. So yeah, call me when clouds fall.
I think they kind of do.
Clouds fall?
Kind of, yeah.
When clouds fall.
Like think about when it like gets foggy and like the clouds come over that. Like, I think it would have to be like for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
But thanks for playing my game.
I never want to stop playing it. That
It was fun, huh?
Those were so good.
Thanks.
Like I want to use them now.
Yeah, I'll publish them
I'll
in a
check
book.
Snow Rye.
Phrases for PPs to use.
Yeah.
Comment below
Oh my
which
God, we
phrase
should
you're going
make
to
a
use.
little PP booklet.
A PP handbook.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is our
Oh, we got
our
our little
PP
listener gossip for the
PP
week.
story.
All right. Here we go. We got little PP Riley.
If you want to tell us a gossip story, email stayinguppod@gmail.com. We don't take submissions via Instagram DMs. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. Yeah, please send in your stories. These are so fun. Always feel free to send us updates. So this week we have Riley.
What up, Riles? She's about to rile me
And
up.
Riley says, I'm in love for the first time and I'm worried that my best friend doesn't like it.
Oh.
Yep.
It sounded more than French then.
I'll preface this with saying that this story is not a love triangle. My best friend, Lisa, is a little bit fruity, but we could definitely never have any kind of romantic relationship.
We'll see about that.
I know. I was reading this for the first time and I was like, sure. I had the exact same
Maybe
reaction.
you can't, but maybe Lisa can.
Yeah. We're just not built that way for each other. It would be like trying to fit a whole muffin into a donut hole.
Whoa. Now that's a good saying.
That is perfect for this episode because
Wow.
that is not the saying. A square peg in a circle hole. Like, I love
but
muffin in a donut hole. It's giving a visual.
but that's probably what they're trying to say is it's not about square peg in a round hole. It's just that they fit, but they don't fit. They don't fit.
I know. It's incredible.
Okay.
2 snacks that are similar complement each other nicely, but do not fit inside of one another. Hee hee.
Yes.
That is so funny. And contrary to popular belief, it is possible for 2 queer girlies to be best friends without being in love.
Of course.
Riley
you have a lot of queer friends.
knew that we were going to be like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I love how much info you gave to be like, no, but really. What just happened? Why does it always happen to me? Oh, it's here.
For what it's worth.
Why do I always do that? Something happens every time I'm holding the notes page. It just disappears on me, but it just goes to a new one. You know what?
Start a new note.
I'm holding it like this.
And then you click new note.
That happens on my TikTok a lot too.
I wasn't reacting to the fact that I think that they are not 2 queer people can't be friends. I'm reacting to the fact that you wrote into a gossip podcast.
Yeah. I'm going to assume
Something's
that
up.
there's drama. Okay.
As we always say.
Okay, a little backstory. So last year, I met my girlfriend Peggy and fell head over heels in love with her
Square
after
peg in a round hole, Peggy.
head over heels in love with her after a lot of pining and a whirlwind summer.
Okay.
After our first few months of dating, I moved to another continent to study for a year abroad,
Juicy.
meaning that Peggy and I were long distance for 8 of the first 10 months of our relationship.
Get in line.
My best friend Lisa also moved to the same continent as me to study abroad in a different country at the same time.
Same continent,
totally-
different country.
I totally appreciate the privacy, but some continents are so much bigger than others that I'm like, how close are these countries within this continent? But
yeah.
whatever.
True.
At this point, I would like to let you know that Lisa and I are true platonic soulmates. We are best friends in every sense, and we've been as close as possible for the last 5 years. I've been by her side through a rough relationship, and I was by her side through the rough breakup of that relationship too.
Okay.
But I haven't dated anyone since before I met Lisa, until I met Peggy last year. Okay, so their relationship dynamics are clearly changing. It's like,
This is new.
Lisa's always in the relationship, and now Riley is. And that's just different. Like, she's always been like her ride or die, and now she probably has like other
got the
priorities.
names mixed up.
Riley's our PP writing in.
Yes.
Lisa's her best friend.
Yes.
Peggy's her girlfriend.
Okay.
Got him? Cool. There have been a few bumps in the road. At first, it was little things like me not watching a movie with Lisa and some friends while she visited because Peggy was going through something and I was on the phone trying to help her with it. Or showing up late to plans with Lisa, which admittedly I'm notoriously bad at. We love the self-awareness, because I was spending time with Peggy. But recently, the problem seemed to have gotten worse. Since I got home from this mysterious other continent, I love that she's like knowing what we're going to say, basically. This mysterious continent at the start of the summer, I've been spending more time with Peggy than was with Lisa because A, we're finally living in the same country again, and B, she's been going through quite a few personal problems. And she's your girlfriend, so that's fair. Lisa has told me that she feels like we're not connected anymore and that our friendship isn't the same since I've come home. She feels like our friendship is suffering because of my relationship with Peggy. I understand where she's coming from because before I met Peggy, I would spend almost all of my time with Lisa, and that has changed a lot. I should clarify that Lisa and Peggy love each other.
Oh.
They get along great, they enjoy spending time together, and neither has ever said anything negative about the other one.
This is such a well-written submission.
I know.
I'm really getting all the context I need.
Exactly. But both Lisa and Peggy really value one-on-one time with me. And I'm having a hard time splitting my time between them 50-50.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love Lisa, I'm in love with Peggy. And my instinct is to spend as much time with her as I can, especially because she's been struggling recently. This is maybe a little bit of a silly problem, having two people that love me so much. But I really feel like a bad friend. And I feel like it's not possible for me to be everything that Lisa needs and everything that Peggy needs at the same time. I don't want Lisa to feel underappreciated, but sometimes it's hard to turn down plans with my girlfriend for my best friend. It feels like any decision I make are the wrong decisions. I guess my point in saying all of this is, how do I balance the two most important people in my life? How do I make them both feel loved and cared for at the same time? If they're both struggling with something, how do I help both of them? How do I make sure I'm simultaneously being the best friend and best girlfriend I can be? If you have any experience or advice on something like this, I would really appreciate it. Oh, Riley, you're a freaking sweetie, dude.
Sweetheart.
I think my advice would be that you might need to schedule and plan a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because with Lisa, you were just hanging out all the time. You were always free. Choose your best friend. There's no other priority in your life. So if she needed you, you drop everything for her, because dropping the other things weren't a big deal.
Right.
Now to do it, you have to drop your girlfriend, which you don't want to do. And on the other side, you have this girlfriend, Peggy, who you love, and you don't want to drop things to just hang out with her either. So I would say make more clear plans. And I think that's just what happens as you get older and as an adult. Like, life happens. You have more responsibilities. You can't drop everything at a dime just to hang out with somebody. So say every Monday is my day with my best friend Lisa, or whatever it may be, and we're hanging out no matter what. Now, if Peggy calls and she's really going through it, I think you never really need to cancel plans. Is the thing.
Peggy is throwing me so. That just the name Peggy after calling her
a peg.
Square.
You found a peg.
Yeah.
It's like I think you just need to plan. This is an organization problem in your life, and you're saying like you're notoriously late. Kind of seems like you need to plan a little bit better life. And of course, things come up. There are times when I have plans with friends and Tara needs me. She's my wife. She takes precedent, but she's also really respectful of my time. So if I have plans with a friend and she's like, oh, bummer, I was really hoping we could hang out tonight, I need to be able to hear that and not go, okay, well, I'm going to cancel my plans just because you want that. But if she's going through a hard time, I also need to recognize my wife really needs me right now. I can move my plans, but not cancel them, move them. Say, I'm so sorry, so-and-so.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Lisa. Is there any way we can go to the movies tomorrow instead of tonight, a personal thing come up, I just need to deal with this. Like, you can move stuff, but I think having those plans when you're not used to having to like schedule out social time can be really helpful.
I couldn't agree more.
Wow, thanks.
Wow. Thanks.
Wow, my God.
You're welcome, honey. The only things I would add are
So you could agree more.
no,
I'm kidding.
just different
Just
color.
kidding.
Would be that like you should decide for yourself what balance looks like, and then before you go through this process of like really working on your organization and trying to like get all your ducks in a row, and it sounds like this is going to be a little challenging for you for your natural skill set, which is a little maybe fly by the seat of your pants a little bit more. I would sit down and define what the balance looks like for you and shop that to the two of them first.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, hey, I'm really trying to figure this out. You mean so much to me. I know I've kind of dropped the ball. Lisa would a day a week, like you said, be chill with you, with the caveat that right now Peggy is really going through it. And if anything were to come up, like I'll try to give you as much leeway as possible. Or, try to give you as much like
attention.
No, notice as advanced notice as possible. Might need to, move things down around last minute, but does this sound good? And then if she's like, yeah, great. Then you go to Peggy. Peggy, just want to let you know, this is what I'm thinking with Lisa. I'm really trying to work on our friendship. I feel like I've been a bitch since we've been together to her sometimes. And I want to be better because you know that I'm a better person when I'm friends with Lisa or whatever. Yeah. Is this cool with you? Great. My Mondays are now Lisa's. Cool. Maybe that happens 75% of the time, and that's lovely. And then I think the thing with balance is like so many people are always asking, how do you figure out balance? It's like if you can't figure out balance until you try to balance. Like if you're standing on even ground, you're balanced. You're not doing anything. But like if you step onto a tightrope, you have to practice balance, and you'll only know how to do it by like swaying too far to the right and needing to like overcorrect a little to the left. And so I would float a plan, see how it sounds, and then literally just try things and correct in little ways as much as possible.
Totally. And it's not to say that you can only hang out with your friend once a week. Like,
no.
I just mean giving a dedicated time. So most of the time, I'm sure when Lisa reaches out is like, oh, do you want to do this? You can be like, yeah, sure, totally. But just knowing 100% you have this planned time a week that you, without a doubt, are going to see each other unless something massive comes up. So you're not having to choose between the two of them.
Yeah.
Or like be honest with them both.
Or like every other Tuesday, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And then on the weeks where we don't see each other on Tuesday, more open.
Yeah.
Let's try to see each other. But if not, it's okay.
Yeah. It seems like both of the people in your life really love you, but also are seeing that this is that this is like not I don't want to say a you issue, but it's really good that they're not blaming each other.
Yes.
From what you've said, like they love each other. It sounds like it's not an issue of like, oh, they're taking you from me, which is great. They seem to respect each other and value your relationship with the other person, which is beautiful. And that can be tricky sometimes. So it sounds like it's not that. They're just kind of like, I want time with you too. And I don't feel like you're making that time for me. And that's just going to come with like scheduling.
Last of my notes is that like balance is rare. Like true balance where you feel like everything is humming along as you want it, especially with your time and your relationships, is just like I would right now, if I wrote down all the people in my life that I'd want to be seeing, it would not look balanced. And there are some relationships where I'm dropping the ball, some relationships where I'm see them all the time. Like it doesn't look perfect, but I feel like that makes it even more important to have the conversation of like, just to have the conversation of like, shit's really crazy right now. This does not reflect how I feel about you.
You mean so much to me.
You mean so much to me. And I'm really trying. And while I try, I need a little bit of leeway from you. I understand you're hurt, but I want you to know that I'm just like got a lot going on, and I want you to hear that I love you. And this isn't a reflection of how I actually feel.
Totally.
Because I think this, like, This is what life is trying to find balance, especially in your relationships. And so I don't think either of us are saying this is going to fix it, but it's just the reality of like, here's what's happening and here's what we're going to try. And it's not going to be 100%, but it's going to be better than not doing anything at all.
Exactly. Yeah. Solved another crisis.
Finally.
We're amazing.
Cool.
Oh my God. I just thought of what we should be for Halloween.
Tell me.
Pillow princesses.
Like dressed up as pillows but have crowns?
Yeah. Or like a princess with like a pillow attached to her head.
That's funny.
All right, guys.
Cool.
We love y'all so much.
We love you.
Thanks for joining us in this silly, goofy episode.
If you don't follow us on all the things, it's at stayinguppod. We would really appreciate it. I did just dive into our analytics and see that only 70% of the people that watch on YouTube don't subscribe, which is a lot. So they just like find the epi and go on, but just subscribe. Like, look, it's easy. It's a button.
Yeah, just
it
takes
follow
2
us,
seconds.
subscribe, like shit. It's like that's so easy.
Yeah, if like you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account. Just subscribe. Anyway, bye.
Love you.
Bye.